Conscious Relating Now, exploring the three key concepts in the yoga of relating. The three key concepts include the 5 phases of relationship, the balance of harmony and challenge, and how the unmet needs of the inner emotional child actually bring on challenge in the relationship. The 5 phases of relationship. The first phase is attraction, also known as the honeymoon phase. The second phase is relating, where attention is worldly and the couple come together to create their life together. The third phase is challenge. This is where conflict arises. The fourth phase, which many people never experience, is called conscious relating, where the attention is reflective, harmony is high, and the challenge is low. And everything comes to an end, so the fifth phase is completion. The 5 phases can be seen as a cycle, where attraction moves through relating to challenge, possibly to conscious relating before going into completion. The ideal position for a couple who want to experience the fullest aspect of their relationship is the conscious relating phase. The first phase is the attraction phase. This is a time when you first meet and fall in love with somebody. It's usually very romantic and you give lots of attention to each other. And based on how you feel with each other, there usually comes a decision to commit to being with each other. And your sense of harmony with each other will be very high. The second phase, the relating phase, it's the functional time of the relationship, when your attention is focused on achieving individual and joint goals in life. The focus is placed outwardly into the world and less attention is placed on nurturing each other than when you first met. The challenges are there, but they are balanced by the good feelings, the harmony that you bring into each other's life. So this is the challenge phase, which can arise either very quickly or maybe after some time in the relating phase. This is where conflict, suppression, contraction, reaction, and or other difficult feelings arise and persist. It is a common part of most relationships and occurs when challenge dominates harmony. Challenges are useful and necessary part of your life, so it's important to embrace them in order to increase your harmony. Unfortunately, many people in the relationship cycle go directly from challenge to completion. The conscious relating phase gets bypassed when there is an inability to balance the challenge and harmony in the relationship. The conscious relating phase is the most interesting and the one that's least experienced. This is where harmony is high and balances or dominates any challenge in the relationship, both on outer and inner realms. Whatever is going on in your relationship is in some way a reflection of what is going on within yourself. And you bring awareness to reactive inner child behaviors as you move towards mature, conscious and adult behavior. The completion phase. The completion is inevitable and will arise from one of 5 directions: death, rejection, drifting apart, mutual agreement, or conscious choice. So what is conscious relating? As the 4th phase in the 5 phases of relationship, it is a way of relating that balances harmony and challenge within the relationship. It's a way of relating that promotes the mature development of the adult consciousness within each individual. So why conscious relating? As you can see here, there are 2 columns. On the left we have fullness, depth, love, honesty and intimacy. These form the qualities, along with many others, that provide harmony in the relationship. On the other side we have growth, development, evolution, stimulation and excitement, and these are underpinned or brought forward by challenge within the relationship context. In the conscious relating dynamic, these qualities are balanced and there is enough harmony within the dynamic to support and nurture the process of challenge that will arise in any relationship. So who's practicing conscious relating? Generally, people who want to experience the fullness of life and love. People who want to grow through their experiences in order to expand and evolve themselves. People who are not content to live a mundane existence. People who are passionate about living large and loving with totality. So now we're going to talk about the second key concept, which is the balance of harmony and challenge. Again, I've divided the harmony and the challenge qualities into two different sides. On the left we have love, intimacy, feeling good, expansion and trust. These are the typical feelings that we have when we're in the harmony side of our life. On the other side, there is fear and emotional obstacles, reactivity, contraction and loss, and many other qualities which we experience as challenging in our relationship. The important thing to note when we're talking about harmony and challenge is not that challenge needs to be eliminated from our relationship, but it needs to be embraced and nurtured, and in particular brought into balance with harmony. Every relationship will experience challenge to some degree. If you are lucky, your relationship harmony may naturally be stronger than your relationship challenge, but this is actually quite rare. Divorce rates and relationship stress indicate how often challenge overcomes harmony, at least 50%. Challenge needs to be balanced by harmony for the relationship to survive. So why do we need challenge? Challenge is an integral part of the human experience. It helps to expand us and to grow and to evolve. Think about a student studying for medical exams. They spend a long time applying themselves rigorously towards their studies in order to eventually get their diploma or their doctorate and to go into the world and have a career. Challenge provides the resistance we need to develop our capacities. Think about a bodybuilder at the gym who applies their body and their muscular strength against resistance and weight, and offers stimulation, excitement and reward for achievement. If we think about a mountaineer climbing a mountain like Everest, where they would have spent years probably training and developing their capacities to climb and to breathe at altitude and to be extremely fit, and then when they actually get to the situation where they're climbing the mountain, they're applying themselves in a situation of extreme difficulty. But all of this is just for the reward, the sense of achievement and the goal of having climbed a mountain which they then take forward into the rest of their life. But what value is challenge in relationship? Challenge provides the incentive to overcome our habitual patterns and tendencies. It offers the necessary resistance to awaken more of our potential for love and intimacy. It bangs on the doors that we closed in our youth out of fear and the need for protection. And it is an amazing catalyst for the evolution of the human soul. Now the third key concept, the unmet needs of the inner child. We all carry within us an inner or emotional child. This is an aspect of the self that's wounded in childhood and longs for recognition and completion in order to heal. The inner child aspect is a part of who we are and affects the way we behave. Who is acting out in any given moment, the mature adult or the reactive inner child? Recognizing inner child behaviors. It's important to know what inner child behaviors look like, so I've listed here some of them: reactivity, defensiveness, protectiveness, justification, dishonesty, concealing, judging, blaming, shaming, over-identification with the story or the drama, and ultimately projection, which is a biggie. It's really important to start to look at your own life and to see where these kinds of behaviors are playing out and to acknowledge them and to embrace them. And it's really important not to judge yourself too harshly, because that also is a behavior of the inner child. But the inner child wants to be loved and embraced and accepted, and it needs this in order to be healed and to relax and to allow your being to evolve into maturity. So in summary, there are 5 phases to all relationships. The phase you are in depends on the level of harmony and challenge in your relationship. The challenge phase of relationship persists while you have more challenge than harmony in your life and relating. Challenge is valuable, so embrace it. Use it to find ways to enhance the harmony in your life. More harmony equals more balance equals more joy. So what's the bottom line? Does your relationship have more challenge than harmony? Are you reactive in your relationships? Do you long for more conscious behavior that leads to maturity, intimacy, respect, love and harmony? Are you ready to make changes about the way you see yourself in your relationship? And are you ready to commit to a path of self-love? The opportunity. Ask yourself, are you ready to make changes in your life that will lead to radical self-love and acceptance? Are you ready to commit to a life of evolving towards consciousness, love and freedom? Are you willing to embrace challenge into your life as a necessary part of your journey and to bring it into balance with harmony? So our offer to you. We believe that joy comes from within, that evolving the inner being is essential to having a happy and joyful experience of life, that everyone has access to joy regardless of circumstance if only they know how, and that we have a formula for inner joy and relationship harmony that will work for anyone who is willing to make the required changes in their life. Thank you for your time. We know that everyone's time is precious, and we appreciate the fact that if you have given us your attention for this long, you probably need to know more. Register for the free webinar where we explore these concepts further and give you real and practical guidance on bringing more harmony into your relationship. And finally, a short exercise. Take a blank page, draw a line down the middle. On the top of the left side, write harmony. And at the top of the right side, write challenge. Underneath each heading, make a list of the things about your relationship that bring more of that particular quality to your life. So, underneath harmony, write the things in your relationship that bring harmony into your life. And underneath challenge, make a list of all of the things that you are finding challenging in your relationship. Keep it private and be really honest with yourself. And ask yourself how it would feel to have more harmony in your life. Thank you for listening.